Are we on yet?
Yes, we are. Thank
Sorry,
you.
Scotty. You know what?
Man, at least I don't have a broken hoe. I told you about that last week.
Scotty
you still
broke his
haven't bought
hoe,
one. You're
and
so cheap, you
he
can't even
still
buy a new
brings it
hoe.
to the garden, but we're not talking about broken hoe. Hey, take a look. Lots of weeds, right?
I
These
hate
are
it when
two
you say
hoes
pick
that
these
work.
up because I do not want to work
Well,
out
this
here.
is two things I do get rid of weeds. This time of year, you want to get rid of those
What
weeds.
is that?
This is a weed peel. It actually goes back and forth just like this, cuts off the weeds.
Is that what the instructions told you?
Well, that's what the instructions. I'd rather use this one. Man, it's a good thing I have you along with me. I wouldn't be able to do this segment without you. This is called a hula hoe, folks. Don't pay attention to what he says. And what it does, it goes back and forth and really does a good job on getting rid of weeds. You know, if we don't have a lot of weeds, because, well, there's lots of compost in our soil. And this is what we're talking about today. Compost not only helps retain that moisture, gets rid of weeds, but it does a great job fertilizing. In fact, Bobby, just go along here and you see how rich our soil is. This soil is about, well, 17 years old.
At least.
At least.
That's
and
back when you used to keep up with the garden out here.
I always had stuff to the garden. Man, I'll tell you, I can't get a break. And so what I do is I add a lot of compost, and this is something Scott has never used at all, but I'll show you. This is something I use, and it works out great. This is some of the best fertilizer you could ever add around the drip line of trees, shrubs, or for that matter, anything that grows in your yard, including your vegetable garden. Folks, this is really the magical ingredient. Along with that, we spray a little bit of molasses this time of year, use a little bit of liquid seaweed, or even some extreme juice. And we go ahead and spray that. Scott's good at spraying things around with that little Ryobi sprayer. Here it is right here. That's called foliar feeding. Or for that matter, you can just spray it right on the plant material itself. Now, if you got some of those specialty type plants, Scotty, you want to go ahead and start thinking about those specialty type of fertilizers. So, this is manganese. This is called Dr. Bob's. If you got queen palms, or for that matter, any kind of palms, manganese has a tendency to get hung up in our soil out here because the pH is not low enough. So going out there and using these special type fertilizers go a long ways. Here's another one we could use called tomato blend. Let me get the iron out of there. And it's got what we call calcium in it. And calcium's another thing that keeps us from, well, getting that blossom end rot that we see so often.
Isn't that a picture of you on that bag?
That's a young guy right there.
Where do you buy that stuff?
You can go ahead and buy it at Summer Winds. It works out real well. And you want to utilize this time of year. And especially if you're talking about overseeding this time of year, you start backing off on that nitrogen and start going with those high iron type of fertilizers. Of course, if you got those regular plant material out there or just regular fertilization, go ahead and utilize a little bit of extreme granules or any type of organic fertilizer will go a long ways towards really increasing the vigor of our plant material because we're going into a growing season, folks. And right now during Labor Day is you don't like any type of work, do you, bud? I mean, if there's
like
dust around, old gloves
hurts.
around, or anything like
that.
Hey,
no.
There you go. Let me wipe it off.
Hey, do 3TV viewers get your stuff for free?
No, they don't. They got to pay for it because the garden guy, well, he's got one problem. He hangs around Scott Passmore, and Scott's always mooching off of him, so he's got to pay for having a friendship. How's that? Or I should say the reverse. Scott's paying me for it.
Things in life are not free.
Right. Especially being your friend.
Have a good Labor Day weekend.
Hey, you too. You know what? I'm looking forward to it, and everybody out there, have a good Labor Day weekend.
All right. Don't call Dave. He will not come over and work in your yard.
No, not this Labor Day. I can guarantee you that.
April?
April. Tell me.